Good morning dear students. The last few classes we were discussing about the largest continent, Asia. Today also we will continue with the same chapter but with a new topic, that is the southern plateaus. And the second point today we will discuss, that is about the greater river basins. 2 points we will discuss about the geographical features of Asia. First point, the southern plateaus. In the geographical point of view, the southern part of Asia is consisting of 3 peninsulas which are plateaus also. What is a peninsula? A peninsula is a piece of land which is surrounded by water from 3 sides. At the same time, they are plateaus also. Let us see what are they. First one is the Arabian Plateau in the southwestern part of the continent of Asia. It is located in the country of Iran. Second one is the Deccan Plateau. Where is the location of Deccan Plateau? Yes, Deccan Plateau is located in our country. It is located in our country. Its 3 parts are also. What are the 3 sides? 3 sides of Deccan Plateau. The western side is the Arabian Sea. Southern side is the Indian Ocean, and the eastern side by the Bay of Bengal. 3 sides of the Deccan Plateau is also covered with the water. And the Indo-China Plateau in the southeast, in the southeastern part of the continent of Asia, there is another one plateau, and it is also a peninsula, and it is the Indo-China Plateau, is known as the Indo-China Plateau. And the third plateau or the peninsula which is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia is the Plateau of Shan and the Yunnan. Both of them, or it is located in 2 countries, in Myanmar as well as in the Yunnan state of China. In Myanmar as well as in the Yunnan state of China. Now let us move to the second point of today's class, that is the greater river basins. A large number of rivers are flowing through the continent of Asia, and they are creating fertile regions on the bank of these rivers, and the bank of these rivers are very densely populated regions of Asia. Let us see what are the fertile regions created by different rivers of Asia. Okay, some of the ancient civilizations were also developed on the bank of these rivers. Already we have studied in the lower classes in history the different river civilizations which were river valley civilization. They were known as the river valley civilization. In the 6th class or in the 6th class, we have learned about the river valley civilization, different river valley civilizations of Asia. The river valley civilizations of Asia are Indus Valley civilization in India, Mesopotamia civilization in the Arabian countries, and the Chinese civilization in China. All these civilizations were developed on the banks of different rivers which are flowing through the continent of Asia. Okay, and also a large number of rivers are starting its journey from the Himalayan mountain and flowing through the plains of different countries of Asia. Different mountains, starting from different mountains and flowing through the different countries of Asia. And they carry fine particles or alluvial silt from the different mountains and deposit them over the plains and converting the plains into fertile regions. Okay, let us see what are the river basins which are found in the continent of Asia. First one is the Valley of Mesopotamia. The Valley of Mesopotamia is made by 2 rivers, Euphrates and Tigris. The valley of the river Mesopotamia. It was an ancient civilization also. Mesopotamian civilization. It was made by the 2 rivers. What are the 2 rivers? Euphrates and Tigris. These rivers flow into the Persian Gulf. Finally, they are joining with the Persian Gulf. Second one is the valley of Indus. It is flowing. The Indus river is starting from the Himalayan Mount Himalayan and flowing through India as well as Pakistan. Flowing through India and Pakistan and creating an area of fertile valleys. Here also one of the ancient civilizations existed, the Indus Valley civilization. And these fertile regions were created by the river Indus and its tributaries. What are tributaries? Tributaries are the small rivers which are joining with the main river in the upper course or in the middle course of the river, which will increase the water level over the rivers. What are the tributaries of Indus River? The tributaries of Indus River are Ravi, Jhelum, Beas, Sutlej and Chenab. This valley covers a large area in Pakistan and in India. That is about the valley of the river Indus. Now let us move to the third one, that is the valley of the Ganga and Brahmaputra. These two rivers are also moving through the different parts of our country. Ganga, it is starting from the Himalayan and moving through the different parts of our country, converting the northern plains into a fertile region. Brahmaputra is starting its journey from Tibet and moving through Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, etc. Some of the states, eastern states of India, and finally moving through the Bangladesh and finally joining in the Bay of Bengal. These two rivers are also converting a large area, valleys, into a fertile region. Okay, then the fourth one is the Great Plains of China. Okay, first, Great Plains of China. The Great Plains of China are formed by the three large rivers. There are three rivers, large rivers, which are flowing through the different parts of the country, China, different parts of China. Let us see what are these rivers. Huanghe, Changjiang and the Siqiang. These are the three rivers which are moving through the different parts of China and converting the valleys of China into a fertile region. These rivers empty into the Pacific Ocean. And finally, these three rivers, what are the three rivers? The Huanghe, the Changjiang, earlier it was known as the Yangtze, and the modern name of Yangtze river is Changjiang, and the Siqiang. Finally, they are joining with the Pacific Ocean in the eastern part of the continent of Asia. Today we will discuss about the islands which are part of the continent of Asia. Different island groups which are part of the continent of Asia. Mainly these islands are located in the Pacific Ocean, which is in the eastern part of the continent of Asia. Almost all these islands are located in the eastern part of the continent of Asia in the Pacific Ocean. A few islands are located in the Indian Ocean. All other islands are located in the Pacific Ocean, which are part of the continent of Asia. Let us study what are the islands which are located or which are part of the continent of Asia. First of all, what is an island? An island is a piece of land which is surrounded by water from all sides. An island is a piece of land which is surrounded by water from all sides. That is the definition of the islands. Let us see what are the islands which are part of the continent of Asia. There are many island groups east and southeast of the mainland of Asia. That I told you in the beginning. The eastern boundary, that is the Pacific Ocean, and the southern boundary, that is the Indian Ocean. Within these oceans, there are a number of islands which are part of the continent of Asia. There are a large number of islands which are located in these two oceans, Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean, and they are part of the continent of Asia. Most of the islands are the unsubmerged parts of old mountains and volcanic mountains. What are islands? What are islands? Islands are the unsubmerged parts of the old mountains and volcanic mountains. All unsubmerged, which are not under the water. They are part of the mountains, but they are not under the water. A small portion or the peaks are above the water level. They are considered as the islands. Most of the islands are rocked by the earthquakes and volcanic activity made by the. How these islands are made? They are made by the volcanic activity or by the earthquakes. Okay, and they are almost all the islands which are located in the Pacific Ocean, part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Pacific Ring of Fire is an area where mostly there is possibility for volcanic activities or earthquakes. And the islands which are located in the Pacific Ocean are a part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, the most important island groups which are located or which are part of the continent of Asia are, first one, mud volcano islands. Mud volcano islands. It is located near the Pakistan. Okay, NASA's Earth Observing 1 EO1 satellite captured the birth of new island of the coast of Gwadar in Balochistan, Pakistan after an earthquake of about 7.8 on Richter scale on 24th September 2013. It is a newly formed island. How it was created? It was created by an earthquake of the magnitude of 7.8 on Richter scale near and between Pakistan and Balochistan, and it was discovered by the NASA satellites. What is the name of the satellite? Observe 1. Okay, EO1. The satellite which is observing the different parts of Earth. EO1 that is discovered. Later it was identified by the National Institute of Oceanography of Pakistan. National Institute of Oceanography of Pakistan. Later it was proved the existence of the new islands. Okay, then the island is oozing out methane and mud. Oozing out means releasing. This island is releasing two important things. What first one is methane and the second one is mud, soil. Then hence that is why it is also known as mud volcano islands. Okay, what is the reason for getting the name mud volcano islands? Because it is releasing methane as well as mud. That is why this island got the name mud volcano islands. It has been confirmed by the National Institute of Oceanography, Pakistan. I told you the institution which is studying about the earth in Pakistan, that is known as the National Oceanography of Pakistan. It was confirmed. The birth of this new island was confirmed by this institution. Then Kurlai Islands, which is located in the Pacific Ocean near Japan. Kurlai Islands, which are located in the Pacific Ocean near Japan. They extend from the Kachamta Peninsula up to the main islands of Japan. Just look at the location of Kachamta Islands. Where is the location of this peninsula? This is the area which is known as the Kachamta Peninsula. And if we are here to Japan, up to the area of Japan, that is the location of Kurlai Island, Kachamta Kurlai Islands. Then further south are the islands of Taiwan, Philippines and Indonesia. Further south, if you are moving from north Kachamta Peninsula to the south, we are able to see a number of islands which are located in the Pacific Ocean. What are they? They are, first one is the Kurlai Islands which are located here, and second one is the Taiwan, then Philippines, then the Indonesian islands. These are the different groups of islands which are located in the Pacific Ocean. which are a part of the continent of Asia, part of the continent of Asia. Now let us study the Malay archipelago. What is an archipelago? An archipelago is a group of islands, and a group of or a chain of islands is called archipelago. A group of islands are located in the southeastern part of the continent of Asia. Southeastern part of the continent. What are they? A group of islands, largest system of island group. It lies between the Indian and the Pacific Ocean. Where is the location of this Malay archipelago? The Malay archipelago is located between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean in the southeastern part of the continent of Asia. What are these islands? They include the island of New Guinea, Celebes, Borneo, Sumatra, Java, Bali and Timor. These are the different group of islands which are known as the Malay archipelago, which is located between Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, in the southeastern part of the continent of Asia, southeastern part of the continent of the mainland of Asia. Where is the location? These are the Sumatra, different island group which are located in the southern part of the continent of Asia. Thank you very much for listening to my class.